Hey everyone, welcome back to Fats Food and Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing some beef roll-ups over charcoal skewered. So what I got here is a shoulder London broil, which has been marinated in balsamic vinegar, olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, salt, pepper, rosemary, thyme. That's been marinating overnight. But we're going to set that aside because we're going to get to that later. Next I have a couple of green onions here. I have some skin-on pork jowl bacon. See that? I have some baby bella mushrooms, onions, and garlic chopped up. And I have some baby bok choy. So first we're going to get started on the veggies, and then we'll get going on it. Alright, so I have some olive oil heating up right here in a pan. So what we're going to do first is we're going to saute our mushrooms, onions, and garlic. Now we're not going to saute these for long. We're just going to give them a light sweat, because they're going to be full of charcoal inside the steak anyway. So we're going to let these go. We're going to add some kosher salt and some fresh cracked ground pepper. We'll grind the black pepper anyway. So we're going to let this go for a few minutes. And like I said, we're just going to sweat these down. We're not going to really cook them much. So let these go for a few minutes and we'll be back. Alright, so mushrooms and onions have been going for a few minutes. Now it looks good to me. So we're going to get these out of the pan here real quick. Put them on a plate. And I'm going to put that back on the flame. I'm going to throw a little more olive oil in here. Let that heat up. Like that. Now we're going to go in with our baby bok choy. Now we're just going to wilt these kind of. We're not going to saute these down too much. Just going to wilt them. This will only take about a minute or two. A little more olive oil in there. And kosher salt. And more pepper. Alright. Give these a quick toss. Like I said, just a few minutes on these. Kind of still want a nice little crunch to them when the steak's done. So that's it. That looks good to me. Alright. So these are done. Now we'll move on to the next step. We'll see you in a few. Alright, next we're on to our pork jowl bacon. See if I can do this fast because it's raining out. So, I'm going to have to move on the cover soon. So what I'm going to do basically with this is slice it as thin as I can. Like, really, really thin. And we're not going to be using the skin for the inside. We'll save that for frying up or whatever. Just like that. So, just going to get all this sliced up as thin as we can with this knife I got. Probably should go get a sharper knife, but it's actually working out pretty well. Let's use it. Get this one. Yeah, once we do this, I'm going to have to move this cooking table on the cover because we're getting wet. So we're going to finish this up real quick and get on the cover, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, now that our veggies are done and everything's all ready to go, I'm going to do my best here to open up this steak. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be slicing with the grain, only because I'm going to open it up. This way when we roll it and we slice it, it'll be slicing it against the grain. So I'm going to start, I don't know where I'm going to start. I think I'm going to just start here. See if I could kind of butterfly this thing open a little slowly, because this knife is razor sharp. I'm hoping I don't puncture the bottom, which I've done many times, but I was going to just pound this out as is, but it's kind of thick, so I'm just going to open this guy up just like that. See where I'm cutting here. Okay, a little deeper in there. It's not going to be perfect, never is, but we're going to get it open up as best as we can. Go like that. We're going to pound this thing out anyway, so I actually think a little deeper here. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy like that. I'm going to get some cling wrap over it. That. And that. Then I got my mallet here. I'm not going to use the pointy side, I'm going to use the flat side. We're just going to slowly spread this thing out a little bit. Basically stretch the meat. Actually working out better than I thought. Kind of like work with metal, you're basically banging, pushing out, and all right, that looks good to me. So now, next step is getting this thing stuffed. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, let's get this thing stuffed. It's not the most uniform looking piece of meat, but I don't care. So we got our thin sliced pork gel bacon. Get all that in there. See, it's nice and fatty. If you never had pork gel bacon, piece there, you should try it because it's amazing. I'm gonna get these thin slices of pork chop bacon here, nice and fat. It's good because this steak really doesn't have a lot of fat on it, so it's really going to help with the flavor. If I had a sharper knife or a decent slicer, this would be better and quicker, but I have neither. I have to get my knife sharpened again. We're going to actually invest in a good knife sharpener, but anyway. Here's what we got, so this is what we're working with. And it always seems to work anyway, so. Alright. Now, in the perfect world, when I skewer these, it'll work out better than when I skewered my fish. That didn't work out very well, but that's alright. Okay. And basically when we cut it, we fillet it, or butterfly it open with the grain. Now when I roll it, we'll be cutting against the grain, and it'll be perfect. And it'll be nice and tender because it's been marinating overnight. The balsamic and good acids in there, so. All right. Okay. It looks good. Bit of bacon. All right. Now we're going to lay a scallion right in there. Yeah, you know what? Maybe two, just like that. Then we're going to add our mushrooms and onions and garlic. Just like that. It's already looking like a beast. I'm hoping I can roll this thing. Spread that all out. Looking good. And then we're going to go on with our baby bok choy. Just lay it in there. Just like that. And I don't know if you've ever had baby bok choy or any bok choy. It's amazing. Basically, if you had chicken chow mein, you've had bok choy, and it's fantastic. It's really good, and it's good for you. So we're gonna get the rest of this in there, and see what kind of mess we make when we roll this thing. May have to tie it, but we'll see. All right, so that's it. Let's roll it up. See if we can get this thing nice and tight. Tight as we can anyway. Already got things coming out the side and the scallions. It's alright, we're going to tie it probably. I may have to rethink my skewer method. That's alright. If I have to tie it, I'll tie it. Yeah, already got a bunch of stuff coming out. That's all right. So, yeah, I always stuff things too much, too big, whatever. That's fine. We're going to tie this thing. We may end up just grilling it. So, anyway, that's that. I'm going to get this thing tied up, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so my original plan didn't go as well as I wanted it to. I'm not going to be skewering these and putting these over charcoal because I way overstuffed the beef. It's basically the wrong cut to do it with, so that's all right because we're going to rotisserie it. And it's going to be amazing. I'm going to get this guy through there. And plus, these forks will help hold everything in because it's coming out like a mess. But that's my problem. I always overstuff things when it comes to meat. Switch that. Yeah, one more. Right there, just like that. So we're going to get our grill started, and we'll see you in a few. Alright, so our beef's been on the skewer for about a half hour now, and it's looking beautiful. So we're going to let this go for probably another half hour or so, and then we'll check back with you. We'll see you then. Alright, so our beef's been on the skewer for about, I don't know, about 30-35 minutes. So we're about to take it off about a minute, and we're going to slice into this thing and see how it looks. It's looking and smelling amazing. We'll see you in a few. Alright, now that our beef is done, let's get this thing off the skewer and see how it looks. Looks and smells amazing. We'll see. Get the skewer off here. On the side. We're going to do this. Slide this guy off. It's hot. I'll let it rest for about 10 minutes, but it's still very hot. Okay. looking great. So let's do this. Make sure we can see it from the camera. Let's slice into this thing. I'm hoping for a medium rare, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Look at that thing. It's a beautiful medium rare. It's looking amazing. And that's it. So we're gonna give this guy a taste test and we'll see how it came out. All right, let's give this beef a taste here. Some of the beef, the bok choy, it's fantastic. The pork chop bacon even adds to it. So I'll definitely do this again. If you like this video, please try this recipe, and thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you soon.